Morning, everybody. It is Monday, a good Monday in summer, so I can't complain about it. Good weather today. The sun's out, the sky's clear. Everything's great. I did my morning routine. I just got done with a recovery session at the gym. I'm on the way to work now, but I just wanted to come back on here and be vulnerable because I've kind of realized that what people might want to hear from me is my actual thoughts and just me being authentic, because I'm going to stay consistent with this, and eventually my platform's going to get bigger and bigger, and I'm going to be speaking to a wider audience. But having these old videos to show will build trust, and you guys will be able to see, how this all started, so I can take it step-by-step process and show you guys. So you guys could do it too, because I'm just a normal person. But I think always the biggest bottleneck when wanting to do something is just starting. That's what it was for me. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel or just start posting online, because I kind of knew in the back of my mind that I have to reach a big audience to not so much sell, but I have to reach a big audience to grow in what I wanted to do, because I've always wanted to help people, and something I'm good at is staying healthy, even though time to time I eat a tub of Ben & Jerry's. But the problem was always starting, and especially in this day and age, if you're around my age, I'm 21 or younger, you're nervous to even start. You're nervous to start putting your face out there on the internet. You're even nervous to talk to people in general, and I think that's just because of the internet. But the thing is, once you take that first step, you start to realize that nobody was ever looking at you in the first place. Nobody ever actually cared enough what you were doing in the first place. They can't be bothered with what you're doing. So whatever that first step is, you just have to take it, because once you take it, you'll realize so much how easy it is to take the next step, and the one after that, and the one after that, and the one after that, and it just compounds. But when you look at it and you've never even tried before, it's a daunting task. So I'll take me starting to post on social media, for example. I was nervous because I didn't want to be judged by my friends. I didn't want to be judged by my family. Obviously I knew the videos were going to be some crap, because I'm filming on my iPhone. I'm just starting, It's always going to not be pretty when you first start, because you're obviously not an expert. But I wanted it to be perfect when I started. And that's why so many times I would start recording a video and make a new YouTube channel and then post it, and then a minute later just take it down because it wasn't good enough. However, when all I needed to do was just take that first step, record a video and post it out there, and then my next one just focus on making it 1% better. Because they're gonna be bad and they're gonna need improvement, but that improvement's gonna come with doing. It's gonna come with action. It's not gonna come with waiting for the perfect opportunity. I never built the habits, the good habits that I have today like that. They didn't just appear out of thin air. I didn't just decide, okay, these are my good habits now and I'm gonna do these forever. But they were built. You ever tried starting, you have analysis paralysis and you just start watching a ton of videos on the best morning routine ever in the entire world, and then you do you make this huge list of stuff you have to do that takes 3 hours, and then by the end of it, you didn't even get anything done. You're just kind of doing stuff that sounded productive. That's like waiting for the perfect time. if you take the first step and you just start with waking up earlier, 5 minutes earlier, the next step will be 10 minutes earlier, and then it will compound. Next time you could probably do another 10 minutes earlier. And then all of a sudden you're doing an hour earlier, and then all of a sudden you're waking up at the same time every single day. All because you just took the first step. But the first step is always the hardest because it's brand new. New is hard, and change is new. And change is inevitable, but it's also hard. I don't know if that stuck with you guys. But new is always going to be hard because new is change. And humans have to learn to adapt to change to grow. But the best way to grow is through action. It's through actually doing. When you walked as a baby, your parents didn't have to wait till you learn English and then speak to you how you're gonna put one foot forward. All they did was nothing. You started walking on your own because you did it from doing. You practiced. And to get where you want to go, you're gonna have to practice, but you can't ever practice if you don't take the first step. And that first step's different for everybody. It might be buying a course, investing some money in yourself. Or it could be posting a first video like I did. But all it takes is that first step to have that motivation to keep going and keep growing and keep compounding. The worst thing that could come from taking the first step is failure. That's the worst possible thing that can come from taking the first step. But failure is a good thing.